Hey Rich, so I saw your video like a couple of days ago, maybe a week, and I realized that you were going to do the P90X, that you're you're doing pre-workouts, I guess, to build up to it. And since I've completed, thought I would give you a couple of hints. One thing is that these workouts are supposed to kind of work you hard. I guess it depends what shape you're in. So if you're not used to working out or running on your own, you haven't been in sports, then this might be a bit more difficult for you. Again, one thing that they do say throughout all the videos is you can pause it whenever you want, take a break, drink water, and catch your breath. So if you do find yourself having trouble with certain workouts or doing some of them, maybe you chose the wrong weight, sometimes it's too heavy, you want to go lighter, or sometimes it's too light, you want to go heavier, go ahead and pause it, take a minute, take 2 minutes, drink water, and then go back ahead and do it. And you know, it's if you can do it all the way without stopping, that's great, more power to you. But again, even when I was doing the P90X, when I was on the 3rd week, there were some places where I still had to pause it, drink some water, take like a 10, maybe 20-second break, and then just play it and go back and continue. So again, there's no problem in taking breaks. One thing is, you have to stay dedicated to it. You can't just work out one day and say, you know what, I'm going to do this on Wednesday or Thursday. If you're starting on Monday, you have to just keep working out every single day. On Friday, or on the 7th day, they give you a break. Either you stretch, they have a stretching video, or you just, technically, you can just take that day off. But one thing, you definitely have to stay dedicated. And it's not so much with the workouts. The workouts, yes, but it's also what you eat. There's a little manual, I guess, that comes with it, and it states how to figure out what your daily calorie intake is. And then from there, you can break it down and figure out what you should be eating from meal to meal, and snacks. They do have snacks, because your body is constantly burning energy, and these snacks in between meals help carry you throughout the day. And amazingly, when I was doing P90X, I did get a lot more confidence. I felt better, I felt healthier, and I felt more energized. Even though I was doing these workouts around 11 and 12 o'clock in the night, and I still had to get up early, like around 7, I was still doing these workouts because I felt like I had to. You know, I needed to. Some days I really wanted to, other days I didn't want to do these types of workouts because they do take a lot out of you. Basically, the whole P90X thing is muscle confusion. Basically, your muscles will never get used to these workouts. That's why they do it for a month, and then they change it up on you. So even though you know what you're going to do, your muscles, you never get used to it. That's why it's just the strenuous type of workout. So yeah, basically eating healthy is also the other thing you have to stay dedicated to. So, you know, if you mess up, if you start drinking soda, if you start eating chips or anything like that, and you work out, you're still not going to get the best results that you want. Basically, when you're, the first month, I think they call it like the fat burner, because that's when you start burning the most of your body percentage. I guess on the 2nd, 3rd month is when you start gaining muscle, but you're also still losing weight. Okay. And also when you're eating, throughout the months, there are certain levels that you go to. So there's level 1, level 2, and level 3, where you can start adding a little bit more carbs to what you eat. That's why the first part is called the fat burner, because you're eating, I think it's like 1 serving of carbs a day. And so for the other 2 meals, no carbs. And that's when your body really starts to shed its fat, which is kind of cool. But yeah, number one thing, you really have to stay dedicated to it. You know, I understand if you get sick, if your muscles are really, really, you know, tense, or they're strained, or they're just really sore, then I would take a day off. It's okay to miss a couple of days. I know it contradicts what I was saying before, but you don't want to pull anything. Okay. And yeah, if you need any motivation, then just let me know. Look on videos on YouTube online. There's a lot of people who actually do these workouts on, and they'll upload them on YouTube, so you can check those out too. Usually that helps motivate me. I was just watching one video where this one girl was going to start hers, and she needed motivation, but just seeing her talk about it and seeing her wanting to do this got me thinking that maybe I should start P90x again. So yeah, hopefully when you do start it, you'll be ready for it. Basically, you need 3 weights. Basically, they're dumbbells, so if you have like 15s, 20s, and 30s, that's pretty good. One of the workouts later on, you'll actually need a 4th weight. So if you have like 10s or 5s somewhere at home, that works too. You'll need a pull-up bar. And aside from that, like a household thing, you'll need a chair and a towel. And yeah, that's basically it. Everything else you can do fine. Anyway, so yeah, that's my suggestions to you. Just really try to stay dedicated and look forward to these workouts. Think of them as having fun. Think of it as challenging your body. But always know when to stop. And I know it might sound gross, but if you do like throw up because you're pushing your body too hard, it's okay. But just remember that it usually happens within the first week, because that's what happened to me. But just remember what these workouts are like, because even though your muscles never get used to it, you know what you're in for. And that way you can better apply your energy, and you know how much you really put into your workouts. And not to go all out to where you're really pushing your body to that limit. Anyway, I guess that's going to be it for now. Again, if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask me. And I will talk to you later. Take care, Rich.